guys, welcome to my channel. I am finally doing a makeup tutorial. So this was a requested video by one of my favorite people that follow my blog and are always commenting and engaging with me on social media. So this one is for you. You know who you are. You asked for this video, so I finally did it, and I'm glad that I'm doing it in the Vlogmas series because this is the first time I'm doing Vlogmas and this is the first time I'm doing a makeup tutorial. So big ups to me. So if you want to see this makeup look tutorial, keep watching. So like I said in the intro of this video, I'm going to do my everyday makeup routine, which has been much requested. I'm not an expert. I just do what I sort of like doing. So you can either try this out or not try this out. It's totally up to you. But I always start with using my Instant Pore Eraser by Maybelline to prime my face. I obviously do this after I have washed my face and moisturized it, which you should do like 15 minutes before you actually apply makeup, so that your moisturizer has set into your skin, or else it's sort of pointless putting it on. So make sure that you do that 15 minutes before you apply any makeup. So I'm just applying this everywhere, but I'm focusing it on my areas that have the most pores, which is my under my eyes, on my nose, and on my chin. So I work that into my face, and now my skin is ready for foundation. If my camera would focus. Now my camera's focused. So now I'm going to apply foundation, and I usually use a buffing brush. Oh goodness. A buffing brush. And I use Revlon ColorStay in the shade Toast. And I just put one dollop on my hand. And then I dab my buffing brush in, and then I press the foundation into my skin. Like dabbing motion. So I'm dabbing it into my skin, onto my neck, up my forehead. And I don't like putting a lot of foundation on. I just put on just to mattify the hectic scars. You can still see them if you are with me in person. So it's not like I'm super covering up. I'm just sort of making my skin tone one color. So making sure that I get into my hairline so that it doesn't look like I have weird two-tone skin. So I put it into my hairline. Make sure I get even coverage of my foundation. Okay. Now that that step is done, I'm going to move on to concealer. I use the Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Creamy Beige. And I use this under my eyes to hide the fact that I am always tired. So I'm going to make like a triangle sort of shape under my eyes. It's going to look super weird, but just go with it. And I'm going to put on the bridge of my nose because this is going to serve as a highlighter or a base for my powder highlighter. So that's what I look like now. I'm just gonna let that chill for a bit, and I'm gonna go do my brows now. So I use the Brow This Way by Rimmel London. It has no name on the packaging anymore because I use it all the time. So first I'm gonna use this brush to first brush my brows into place, making sure that no hair is where it's not supposed to be. So I'm doing that first, and now I'm going to use an angled brush to first shape my eyebrow. So I use a gel and I use a powder. So I'm going to use the gel just to shape out what I want my brow to look like. If my camera would focus, good heavens. So there it is shaped. So I do it just when my brow starts arching down to the point in a very light stroke. You do not want to redraw your brows on, so just light strokes. And then I'm gonna fill them in using a flat a flat detail brush, and I'm going to use the powder now, and I'm just going to keep it at the end of the brush so that you have lighter strokes. If you keep it here, you will sort of be harsh, so keep it at the end of the brush and just stroke it through, almost making as if you are drawing on small hairs, which is what you want it to look like. Just filling it in, not redrawing them on. So filling them in, and then you sort of want to, as you get to the front part of your brow, you just want to do as light as possible so that it blends in with the rest of your brow. I do the same on the other side. My one brow does not look like the other one because a lady in Cape Town took most of this eyebrow off when I was 16 years old. I blame my mother. She was like, let's go do our eyebrows by a lady that we've never done it before. She took my eyebrow off. And now my brows are done. I usually, if I want to be extra, I will put a brow gel through it, but I don't do that every day. So since this is an everyday look, I'm not going to do that now. And now I should probably blend in this concealer. And I do put it over my eyelid a little bit because I have pigmentation on my eyelid, meaning whatever eyeshadow I would put on would not shine through. So I do mattify the pigmentation by putting some concealer on my eyelid. I do the same on my lips because I have weird pigmentation on my lips as well. And now that I look like a ghost, I am just going to set this whiteness with some powder. I'm using the Stay Matte by NYX. This is my favorite powder. I've spoken about it in many blog posts and videos. So now that I'm just making this slightly more my skin tone, I am now happy with that. And now I'm going to move on to contouring my face, which is my favorite part because it does make my face look a little bit smaller. I was always made fun of saying that I have a big face, so contour has saved my life. So now I'm just going to make a tiny line along the side of my nose on either side. So now I look super weird. And now I'm going to put a little bit on my, just underneath my cheekbones. So I usually put from my hairline, just a little bit of a line like that. I don't go too much into my cheeks because I usually do that with bronzer. So, and I always feel like I have a natural contour because of the scars I have on the side. So now I'm just putting a little bit there. And now I'm going to use an angled buffing brush that I got from Swiitch Beauty, and I'm going to just buff that in. Okay, so now that that is done, I'm going to use my Catrice Sun Mineral Bronzer that I have been such a fan of for the longest time. I'm going to apply some of that over that contour, just a little bit on my contour. So this is like the bronziness that I like, that I usually have on in most of my pictures and my videos. So I'm just applying that on my forehead, down to my contour, on my chin, and on my nose. And now I look a little bit crazy because now I have to puff it out. the key to getting your makeup as flawless as you want it is to blend, to blend, and to blend. I've heard so many makeup artists and so many YouTubers say this, and so I took that advice, and I'm finally happy with how my makeup looks because I take the time out to actually do this. Okay, so now that that is done, my face is basically finished. I'm gonna go and do eyes now, and I mostly use the SlayForDays palette by Swiitch Beauty. It's the first palette I really got that had so many colors in it. So I'm going to use this one quickly. And I usually just go for that tone there. And this one over here. Because they are the most neutral. And I always have just this neutral, not over the top makeup look for most days. So I'm just going to use that one first. If my camera would focus. So I'm going to use that one first. And then I'm just going to put that all over my eyelid. It's such a nice tan warm color. I really like it. And I'm using this awesome foundation eyeshadow brush from Swiitch Beauty as well. It's just the fluffy one, and then I'm going to use the bigger one to put that other shade on. And the same thing with eyeshadow, it's all about the blending. Okay, so now I'm going to use this big fluffy brush, also from Swiitch Beauty, to take that shade there and just define my crease a little more. So I will take a little bit on the point, go to my crease, and then brush like almost like round strokes inward. And then to finish it off, I'm going to take my round, if I can find it, this round detail brush, also from Swiitch Beauty, put some of that shade, the darker one, on the bottom eyelid. Okay. Now that that is done, I'm just going to apply some mascara because I don't really do eyeliner in the day. And I'm going to use the stacked I'm using the stacked mascara from NYX. So this is the first layer of mascara I put on. I use 2 always. So this I use to lengthen my lashes when I'm not wearing false lashes. Just to lengthen it. That's for length. And now I'm gonna add some volume by using the Maybelline the Colossal Go Extreme Volume Mascara. All the details are, by the way, in the description box if I was speaking too fast. Okie dokie. So that was eye makeup, and now I'm going to finish it off with my favorite Glowgasm palette by Swiitch Beauty, which is a highlighting palette. I'm going to use that one over there, which is the one I use all the time. And I'm just using this fan brush, also from Swiitch Beauty. And then I'm just going to put that underneath my natural highlight where I can see the light is hitting me. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. And then I'm going to use a tiny brush, also from Swiitch. And I'm just going to put some on the bridge of my nose. I love putting it like on where my nose starts because then it looks quite cute. And I'm going to put some on my Cupid's bow as well. If my camera would focus. So this is your Cupid's bow, yeah. And I'm going to put a little bit there. And now, to finish off this look, which is my staple lipstick, I wear it in a lot of shoots, and it is the Derriere Matte lipstick by MAC. It's this lovely brown shade. And then let's have some setting spray. Ooh, let's not throw things. Setting spray by The Body Shop. And I am done. So this is what I look like most days, every day, all day. You see it in my pictures. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe below, like it, give me some comments, and of course I'll see you in the next video. Bye.